The outer tie rod end is a key part of your vehicle's steering system. Over time, tie rod ends can wear out due to normal driving, leading to loose steering or strange noises. Replacing a worn outer tie rod end is a common repair that many car owners can do themselves with basic tools and some mechanical knowledge. Start by parking your vehicle on a flat, level surface to ensure stability while you work. Before lifting the car, slightly loosen the lug nuts on the wheel where you'll be working. This makes removal easier later. Then, use a car jack to lift the front of the vehicle and securely place it on jack stands. Once the vehicle is securely lifted and supported on jack stands, finish removing the loosened lug nuts and carefully take off the wheel. Set the wheel and nuts aside in a safe place. Next, locate the outer tie rod end, which is part of the steering system. It connects the steering knuckle to the inner tie rod, which comes from the steering rack. Before removing the tie rod end, it's a good idea to clean the surrounding area. Use a wire brush to scrub away any dirt, grime, or rust around the tie rod, especially near the threads and ball joint connection. After brushing, spray the area with a penetrating oil or rust remover to help loosen any stuck or corroded parts. Next, use a wrench to loosen the jam nut. This is the nut that locks the outer tie rod end in place on the inner tie rod. You don't need to remove it completely at this stage. Just break it free so the outer tie rod can be unscrewed later. Loosening this nut now will make the removal process smoother. Now, locate the cotter pin that goes through the ball joint stud of the outer tie rod end. Use pliers to straighten and remove the pin. Once it's out, use a wrench to remove the castle nut that secures the tie rod to the steering knuckle. With the nut removed, it's time to disconnect the tie rod end from the knuckle. You can do this by using a tie rod puller, or by carefully tapping the side of the knuckle with a hammer to loosen the stud. Be patient and gentle to avoid damaging surrounding components. Once separated, the tie rod end will come free from the steering knuckle. Begin installing the new outer tie rod end by screwing it onto the inner tie rod. Once it's in place, insert the ball joint stud into the steering knuckle, tighten the castle nut, and secure it with a new cotter pin to lock it in position. Then, tighten the jam nut against the new tie rod end to hold it firmly in place. After everything is secure, reinstall the wheel, tighten the lug nuts by hand. With proper installation and alignment, your steering should feel tighter and more responsive, giving you a safer and smoother driving experience.